Everybody, it's Brian Holmes, and as you can probably tell, I'm out taking a walk today. In fact, it's about 4:30 in the afternoon, and normally I do this early in the morning. But when I got up today, it was way too cold to come outside and do anything. So I cozied up to my computer, did my devotions, had about 3 cups of Nespresso coffee, and kind of got my day off to a good start. It's still cold, but I decided to get my steps in today, so that's what I'm doing. Hey, I want to share something with you that happened a couple of weeks ago. I haven't had a chance to tell you about this, but the leading up to Thanksgiving, I kept having a little flash, kind of a thing, weird little flicker thing happening in my eye, my right eye, and just kind of dismissed it, thought, well, it's just something weird. And well, as it turns out, it was something important. The day after Thanksgiving, I'm sitting at the lunch table with my family, and just in an instant, no pain, no real sensation, but in an instant, I had this big black spot in my vision looking out, and that black spot began to sort of, like a fluid, just with a web, go all over my vision. And in about 30 to 45 seconds, I was having a hard time seeing anything out of that eye. Suffice it to say, I got real scared. And, you know, it just was kind of freaky. And as all of that was kind of going on, my wife, my kids, my extended family, they were like, okay, what's going on? And you're trying to describe to them what you're seeing, but only you can see it. Because looking in at my eye from the outside, you couldn't see what was happening on the inside. I think you get where I'm going with this, right? Well, let me finish my story. So anyway, this thing happened, and it stayed that way all day. I was really kind of disturbed by it, concerned, got on the internet, began to research what might be happening. And it looked like maybe I was having something called a vitreal detachment, and that can lead to some other challenges. As it turns out, the next day I called a friend who happens to be an optometrist. Good to have friends in the business, right? And I called this guy and I said, here's what's going on. I described to him what I was seeing still in the eye, which wasn't much but a big black splotch. And he said, you've definitely had a vitreal detachment. He says, but what I'm concerned about is it might be a retina, a torn retina, or possibly even a detached retina, which is pretty dangerous, by the way. Can result in loss of vision. He said, I need to see you right away. So here's what happened, the short version. Sunday, on a Sunday afternoon, I met this guy about an hour and a half away from my home at his office on his day off. He does a full workup on my eye, and they determined, yeah, it's a vitreal detachment, and it's a torn retina, and there's a pretty severe bursted blood vessel that happened right where the tear happened. He said, we've got to get this fixed very quickly so that it doesn't result in a detached retina. He called in one of the surgeons that works for his company, and they did emergency laser surgery on my eye that day, and I came home. Now, I've had some complications and some weird issues going on as a part of the recovery process, but I'm thankful to say that I'm on the upswing here, and I'm grateful to be able to see. So all that's been going on since Thanksgiving, and now we're nearing Christmas. But let me go back to my little metaphor here. It's a pretty incredible thing to think about, that what I was having to see and feel and sense looking from inside of me to the outside was not perceived by anybody else. How many times have you been going through something, dealing with stuff, trying to sort stuff out in your life? Maybe even trying to describe to a friend or a family member what you're feeling or sensing. And there's just no way for them to get it because they can't see it. Well, I want to tell you something. It's okay. What you're going through is real. You're not crazy. And you just got to process through it. Like I did, I think the right move for you is to get a hold of somebody who has the capacity and who has the tools, who has maybe the training to be able to look into your soul and help you to determine what's really going on. Because then, once you really get a beat on that, you can get it fixed. So, listen, I hope you're having a great holiday season right now. About a week and a half from Christmas, and I'm enjoying a little bit of downtime. My prayer for you is that your vision would become clearer, that your heart would come alive, that you would get the right people around you to help you see more clearly what it is that God wants you to see. Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you have a great one. And may you and your family be blessed beyond your wildest imaginations this Christmas 2016. Take care.